Hello folks, Mike Hughes here, and I think it's high time that I just came on and told you all why I no longer offer networking with buyers and media executives at media trade shows for zero-cost media joint ventures. Now, I started doing this in 1988. And even before the kind of the height of the TV infomercial industry, and I have helped thousands and thousands of inventors and entrepreneurs and network marketers and all kinds of different product promoters. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Worked with a lot of really great people. If you go to my website, you'll find an interview I did with one of my clients, Jeff Wyckoff, who I took from zero in sales to over $200 million in sales, starting from scratch. So obviously, with the right offer and the right product and the right entrepreneur, our program was excellent. I worked with Tony Robbins, produced a 60-second TV commercial for him. And with all of our success, and having an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, I am no longer doing what I did for 20 years and love doing. And it's all because of one single event, one single individual. Out of all of the thousands of inventors that I helped, took them from zero to thousands and thousands of product sales. I don't do it anymore. And I'll tell you why. It has to do with a couple of things. It has to do with one person in Michigan named Matt Peck. And I'll tell you all about him and all of the really problems that he created for so many people. And, one bad apple can spoil the peck. Well, I guess in his case, it's particularly true. Of course, everything that I'm saying here is my own personal experience, my own personal opinion. But in my opinion, Matt Peck is a guy who is a pathological liar. I think he's a very sick, demented individual. The problem is with the internet today, one single really sick, vicious individual can go online and act like 10 people or, say 10 different things or whatever. Some people are just, chronic and habitual liars. Well, when you deal in the service that I dealt with so successfully so long, which was going to trade shows, guess what? Trade shows, if you don't go with me, then it is an intangible, okay? You're not there when I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and get onto a plane and fly off to the ERA, Electronic Retailing Association, or the National Association of Broadcasters. You're not there. Well, what I did is I would take products and product samples to these trade shows, network with, because the TV shopping channels would come, the infomercial companies would come, some of whom had factories in China, Taiwan, Taipei, wherever, and they would take on your inventions, and if they liked them, where they could produce the mold, produce the packaging, produce the television commercial, provide the airtime, and take it to retail. We help many network marketers on zero-cost joint ventures by going to trade shows. I am no longer doing that, and unfortunately, I'm kind of telling you why, because I could have helped thousands of more inventors, but I'm just not willing to do it because of this guy, and really because of the internet, where if you're selling an intangible service, you're vulnerable. Any moron can say anything that they want to say. And I don't know if any of you have seen the comedian Louis C.K., but he goes on, he does riffs on people like this. He calls them non-contributing zeros. Well, that's what Matt Peck is. He's a factory worker. He's got one of these cush factory jobs. And I was a factory rat in Michigan while I was in college. So I grew up in Michigan, so I know the factory rats real well. And the guys that walk around with nothing else to do but sweep the floor and run the numbers games to all the guys working. Well, the guy apparently would go home after, the evening shift, get drunk, and write stuff online. And I say get drunk because if you read the stuff he wrote, it sounds like you would either have to be in third grade or maybe a third grade dropout, a complete moron who can't spell or even finish a sentence, or just drunk out of your mind. And in my opinion, that's what Matt Peck of Williamston, Michigan, must have been, to be as ridiculously stupid as he apparently is. So, but what Matt Peck did is he would begin to write as women. My name's Anita, and I'm retired, and I'm on a fixed income, and this Mike Hughes took all of my money, and how can he do this? I mean, the guy is nefarious. Absolutely. Matt Peck is a nefarious, insane liar.